Hello, I'm Melissa from Northline Express, and today I would like to talk to you about chimney maintenance during the burning season. The main reason for in-season maintenance is creosote buildup. While you can somewhat control the amount of creosote buildup, if you're burning wood, it's basically inevitable. There are only two ways to prevent creosote formation in chimneys: keeping the chimney above 250 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up, or burning the gases that form the creosote inside the stove or your fireplace before they ever reach the chimney. Either way, less smoke means less creosote. You burn the smoke, you burn the gases, no creosote. It's as simple as that. But even being an experienced wood burner, there are still days when you're going to be in a hurry or you just aren't in the mood to deal with burning with the fire right now. So you end up breaking some golden wood burning rules. The danger there is if you break those rules too often, you're only increasing your chances of creosote buildup, which can lead to chimney fires. Cleaning and maintaining a fireplace or wood stove is only half the equation in preventing chimney fires. The other half is taking measures to prevent creosote buildup during the burning season. Here are some tips that will help you prevent creosote buildup. You should only be burning seasoned wood that has dried for at least 1 year, and you should burn hardwoods when possible rather than softwood. Hardwood is denser and heavier, and it burns a lot hotter, leaving less smoke. Second, don't ever attempt to burn or mix in green or wet wood. The use of green or wet wood will cause a rapid buildup of creosote. Any wood that hisses, sizzles, or just blackens without igniting in about 5 minutes must be considered too wet to burn. And you should also never attempt to extend your burn time of your fire by using wet wood. It's not only going to help rapidly build up creosote, but it's actually going to reduce your heat output by about 25%. So you're kind of not doing what you're trying to do if you do that. Next, you should burn the stove with the air inlet control wide open for about 10 to 25 minutes every time you add fresh wood to your stove or your fire. You don't want to load it more than a quarter to halfway of fuel capacity at one time as well. Loading too much wood at once will cause excessive smoke, which only contains creosote, so you're increasing your buildup of creosote. And also, try to burn with the control open for several minutes various times throughout the day. Be careful that you're not letting your unit overfire, but letting this have an option to heat up will help warm your chimney and reduce the amount of creosote forming condensation up in there. These tips are just tips, but the best way to prevent creosote is to know your stove and develop a routine for handling of the fuel, firing, and operation of the stove. Check daily for creosote buildup until experience shows you how often you need to clean for safe operation. Be aware that the hotter the fire, the less creosote is deposited, and weekly cleanings may be necessary in mild weather, even though monthly cleanings may be necessary in colder months. Yes, you heard me right. I said monthly cleanings. I also said weekly cleanings. That's why it's important to follow the tips I just gave. You can control the creosote buildup and ultimately how often you have to clean your chimney in season with careful consideration and use of your stove. If following the tips alone aren't enough to make you feel comfortable, there are aids that you can use to reduce creosote buildup during the burning season, like ACS Creosote Remover. ACS Creosote Remover should be used as a preventative maintenance solution. Not using it, creosote will more than likely build up. What the product does is break down creosote and prevent it from causing chimney fires due to excessive creosote buildup. If you use ACS on a regular basis, you should not be experiencing that buildup. So what is a regular basis? For wood stove fires, you would apply ACS once a week during the burning season with about 6 to 12 sprays directly into the fire. ACS is available in both liquid and powder forms. The powder you would also apply weekly, about 1/3 of the bottle each time. Now when you're choosing between ACS in its powder or liquid form, consider if you have a fireplace or a wood stove. If you have a fireplace, the powder or the liquid will work. The liquid you spray directly into the fire, and the powder you would spray up and into your flue. If you have a wood stove, I would recommend the liquid over the powder. The powder can be used, but will be harder to spray up and into the flue, especially with an EPA certified stove. You first would have to build a conditioning fire to build the draft and spray the powder up towards the flue, where the draft would then have to pull the powder up into the flue. Either option is better than using no preventative measure against creosote buildup at all, however. ACS Creosote Remover is a non-toxic and environmentally safe liquid manganese catalyst that attacks and destroys dangerous creosote and soot buildup. It's safe for use in all wood, coal, and pellet burning appliances, including those with catalytic combustors. I hope you found this information helpful. If you still have questions about creosote buildup, creosote removers, or chimney cleaning, give us a call at 866-667-8454. At Northline Express, home of the Buy and Try Satisfaction Guarantee, we're always happy to help.